Crazy planning is still an understatement when you're a Japan first timer. Even after hiring a local travel consultant, I was still overwhelmed to fit tons of go-to places, restaurants, to-dos, transport arrangements into a 9-day itinerary. But worry not, because I'll sum it up for you. So hey, welcome to my vlog. My first day in Osaka is intentionally made with zero plan so we don't get too tired after the long flight. In the evening, we're out for some dinner in, yep, you guessed it, Dotonbori. My first stop is Kura Sushi, a one-stop sushi on conveyor belts with very affordable price, just around 200 to 1000 yen per plate. As a sushi girl, I'm honestly not impressed. There are way too many other great sushis out there to compare to this. Next much, Kukuru Takoyaki. I've heard many great reviews about this place and you probably did too. For 600 yen, you'll get 8 of these, but the shells are too soft. Next is Osaka Oishi Gyoza, which is pretty popular too around here. Lots of filling, packed tight, no skimping. The chili sauce is great. Overall, good, but not worth the hype and long queue. The tanghulu is amazing. It's a Chinese snack which is skewered strawberries and grapes. Japan's strawberry is indescribably delicious and different, so it's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Lastly, a Wagyu stop. Unlike Indonesia, Wagyu in Japan is pretty much affordable. In Indonesia, we call it gorengan. The filling is tempeh, tofu, breaded and deep fried. After exploring the streets of Dotonbori, we stopped by Shinsaibashisuji for some clothes shopping and other stuffs. When everything closed around 9, we headed back to the hotel through Dotonbori again. We're staying at Sotetsu Grand Fresa, right across the Dotonbori. Showered and finally went to sleep. We woke up and headed to Kuromon Ichiba market for breakfast, just a 6-minute walk from the hotel. There are more food options here in Dotonbori, especially fresh fish. And it doesn't smell fishy at all. The market streets are also clean and tidy, not like back in Indo. Since we were craving sushi, we ate at Osaka Maimonzushi Kuromon then, but didn't eat too much because we wanted to snack our way through the market. Afterwards, we're heading to Blue Bottle Coffee. It's a chain cafe spread all over Japan with minimalist interior and quality beans. We bought the hot matcha with oat milk, hot chocolate, and their signature tiramisu, and I kid you not, this is the best tiramisu in the world. After gulping down the coffee, we had a 3-hour shopping spree at the biggest Uniqlo and GU store in Osaka, finally heading towards Ichiran Ramen in Shinsaibashisuji for dinner. Lines are long, but I expected it already. It took us 20 minutes of waiting outside the restaurant, another 5 to order machine, another 10 in the sideline, and another 10 minutes in front of the line to get seated. All of this for a single tonkatsu pork ramen. And I guess all of the waiting time are worth it, since it is literally the best ramen I've ever eaten. I know there's a lot of more delicious ramen out there, but since I haven't tried, then Ichiran is still on the top of my rank. After dinner, we went our way back to the hotel through Shinsaibashisuji, and yes, you guessed it, we shop until all the stores are closed and have an ice cream sandwich before dozing off. In the morning, we're headed to Brooklyn Roasting Company. This cafe has several branches, but the most favorite branch is the one by the river in Kitahama, Osaka. They have this rusty but clean, green outdoorsy vibes, enabling people to slow down. We got some Americano, latte, some sandwich, and cake for breakfast. Then we're going to Kyoto by a regular train, drop our luggages in Loi City Hotel Kyoto Toji, and head to Nishiki Market. First thing we grabbed are tamagos. The lighting is bad, leaving the tone super yellow and unappetizing through cameras, but if you taste it on your own, you'll be amazed with the sweet egg and tasty glazed unagi. Then we had some other munchies like torched scallop, grilled tiger prawn, street beef sushis, unagis, etc. If you're planning on going here, please try the chocolate strawberry daifuku. To me, it's the best dessert in the whole market. It's a 10 out of 10 and no one can tell me otherwise. As Nishiki market is close to the Gion district, then we're headed to Yasaka Shrine, which is well known for geisha and traditional tea houses. In Yasaka Shrine, you can buy random paper filled with prayers. Those are called omikuji. If you got good readings, consider it as your fortune, but if not, you can tie those papers on the fences to avoid the bad luck. To be honest, we didn't know about this procedure back then, so we tried every omikuji papers we got into the fences. On the back of the shrine, they have outdoor food shops with lots of sakura tree. Next, we're going to the famous streets of Ninenzaka and Sanenzaka, iconic pedestrian paths lined with traditional machiya houses and shops selling Kyoto crafts and sweets. To cap off my day in Kyoto, I visited Kodaiji Temple. This Zen Buddhist temple is renowned for its stunning gardens, particularly during the autumn foliage season and illuminated night views. From Ninenzaka and Sanenzaka, Kodaiji Temple is only a short walk uphill. Entries can set you back about 600 yen per person, but it's worth every penny. Once you're in, you can check out the main hall, zen out in the gardens, and maybe even sip on some matcha at the tea houses. So whether you're into history, zen, or just looking for a peaceful escape from the hustle, trust me, your inner peace will thank you later here. The darker the sky is, the more beauty Kodaiji Temple can offer. As we walked out, people are just lining up to get inside. After that, we got some ramen at the Ion Mall near our hotel and dozed off. Today we're riding a boat through Hozugawa River in Kyoto. The boat ride lasts about 2 hours and covers around 16 kilometers of river. It's a scenic ride and the boatmen are super skilled. They navigate through some fun rapids and also smooth sections, giving a mix of thrills and relaxation. At some point we should raise the outside tent to avoid getting wet from the water splash, but most of the ride is smooth. The boatmen know the river like the back of their hand, so you're in good hands. And the views are epic. We're talking lush forests, towering cliffs, and clear water. The ride's got this peaceful vibe, but with enough excitement to keep you on your toes. So how to get there, you ask? Okay, let's rewind a bit. So the starting point is the Hozugawa River House. We were given a key number and then we paid around 6,000 yen per person for a 1.5-hour ride. It's quite expensive, but hey, I think you should still try it. The last ride today starts at 3 p.m. and they'll put your key number on the TV screen to prepare for boarding. Then just 300 meters from the boat ride dropping point is the famous Arabica coffee by the river. Only this branch sells Kyoto latte and of course I ordered it. And you guessed it, it's borderline bomb. And the surroundings are just so calm, so we're able to sip our coffees in peace. Then suddenly my mom wanted to visit the Arashiyama bamboo forest, which happens to be located not far from where we were, so we went there by foot. Honestly speaking, it does not worth the hike. As you know, it's a single pathway surrounded by tall bamboo stalks. It only lasts about 500 meters before you reach the dead end street. If you wish to experience the mystic feeling of bamboo forest, you should go to Kodaiji Temple instead. They have one of those too, and not crowded like this. Prior heading back to our hotel, we took some bites at Ikatsu Kyoto Katsugyu, and of course I waited for half an hour in line. Once you're in, you'll get a mini grill at your table so you can cook each bite exactly how you like it. The cutlet is lightly breaded and fried just enough to get the perfect crispy outside while keeping the inside rare and juicy. If you're in Kyoto, you gotta try this spot. A set meal costs around 1,900 to 2,500 yen, which is a great deal of the quality you get. Afterwards, we went to our hotel. So today we're moving to Fujikawaguchiko. We used Shinkansen train to Mishima Station and by bus to Kawaguchiko Station. It's quite costly. The Shinkansen set us back for 10,780 yen per person and the bus is 7,000 yen per person. So it's almost 120 US dollars per person just to commute. Upon arrival in Kawaguchiko Station, we picked our luggages and get in line for the famous Fuji Tempura Idaten restaurant. We waited for half an hour before getting a table. People recommend us to grab a lunch here, so I do really have a high expectation on their dishes. The restaurant is not big in size, but they successfully fit many tables in. And it's heated inside, so taking your jacket off is much preferred. Rice, miso soup, and tempura sauce are free flow if you order a menu with all those inside. After a quick 10-minute wait, our Fuji-san has landed. It's the most popular menu and it sure is the biggest one also. It has 6 shrimps, green pepper, salmon roe, eggplants all in tempura style, and loads of rice in the form of mountain. And here's my
Udangnya super super super. Aku suka sausnya sih. Pakai saus.
But honestly, the miso soup is not up to my taste. Overall, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. I think the price is not worth 3,000 yen. With that amount of money, you should get more than 6 small shrimps. After filling our stomach, we went to rent a bike near Kawaguchiko Station. For 2,000 yen per bike, you can use it for up to 6 hours. Let's go. You can tell I'm squeaking because the last time I rode a bike was like 8 years
Jalannya di
ago.
sebelah kiri. Maksudnya jalannya di sebelah kiri.
The bike paths here is nothing specific, it's the same path with cars. Ride to Oishi Park from Kawaguchiko Station is about 11 kilometers one way. It takes roughly 45 minutes to an hour depending on how fast you ride and how often you stop to take pictures. The path is mostly flat with few gentle slopes, so it's an easy ride for most people, including my mom.
We're riding bikes around the lake. And it's awesome.
We stop at a few scenic spots along the way. You can see Mount Fuji in the distance, looking majestic as ever. Our final stop is Oishi Park. This place is beautiful, with well-maintained gardens and stunning views of Mount Fuji. Oh, and it's free to enter. There's a little cafe when you can grab a snack and a drink. After chilling at Oishi Park, we hop back on our bikes and head back to Kawaguchiko Station. This round trip is about 22 kilometers, so you can expect to burn around 600 calories. One other thing, I noticed that there aren't any local bus, taxi, or even motorcycles rolling around, only private cars and bicycles. So after we put back our bikes, we went to Engawa restaurant by food with our big luggages. There's only 3 to 5 restaurants open at this hour all around Fujikawa Guchiko district, so there's not much option. But in short, this place is gem. The food's mad delicious, with a mix of traditional Japanese dishes and some modern twists. We had some amazing skillets, cheese fusions, toasts, and beef roast bowl. The burnt cheesecake is also surprisingly good.
Oh, tapi lebih suka fotonya sih dari video. Enak banget videonya di mana? Oh.
As it's already 9 p.m., we're heading back to our Airbnb by the Kawaguchiko Lake. Luckily, the restaurant staff helped us to get a private cab to take us home. Today is shopping day. At the Kawaguchiko station, you'll need to go to the locket to buy the bus ticket. Since we just woke up pretty late in the day, the closest Fuji excursion bus to Gotemba station is at 2 p.m. local time. It sets us back to 5,500 yen for 3 persons. Quite expensive for a one-way ticket, but the bus takes us directly to the gate of Gotemba Premium Outlet in just an hour.
It can be overwhelming if you don't know where you want to go or what stuff you want to buy, so strategy is the best.
I suggest you to at least allocate 5 hours here. I only had 3 and have the deepest regret now. Everything is on 40 to 70% discount compared to originating price. If you went back to Fujikawaguchiko by bus and train, you need to take the 6 p.m. bus from Gotemba, so you'll be able to catch the last train to Fujikawaguchiko station. On our way back, we saw this cute cafe and decided to drop ourselves off to grab dinner there. It's Komeda's Coffee. Turns out it's also a chain cafe slash restaurant in Japan. The place is very cozy and the foods are also not pleasing. There haven't been any failed dishes in Japan so far. Then the cafe staff helped us to call a private cab to take us back to our Airbnb again. This morning is such a roller coaster ride of emotion. I didn't take any videos out of it, but in short, there are not any available cabs at 7 in the morning. Our travel consultant previously has brought us a 9 a.m. bus ticket from Kawaguchiko Station to Tokyo, which costs us 6,000 yen. So we ended up going by foot for 45 minutes with our super big luggages. Upon arrival in Shibuya Station, we head to our Airbnb in Akihabara to drop our luggages. And then we took our lunch at Ginza, a sushi restaurant in Akihabara. All of their sushi are fresh and we ordered loads of it and repeatedly. Everything in this video, times 2. It's 8 out of 10 from us. Today we feel like shopping again, so we window shop around Harajuku and Ginza, and for an outdoor enthusiast like me and my sister, every quality brands like Patagonia, Montbell, Arc'teryx, Gregory, etc. is on a 30% less price than in Indonesia. So you guessed it, a spree it is. Not to forget, we went to Mega Don Quixote in Shibuya for souvenirs and self-needs. We spent 4 hours there and ended up needing another suitcase to carry everything back to Indo. In the evening, we wanted to enjoy the cherry blossom and have been repeatedly recommended by locals to go to Meguro River. On our way there, we stopped to have some ramen at Oreryu Shio Ramen. They do not have any English menu, so you'll have to order based on the small photos and the order machine. And most of the time, we communicate via Google Translate. And I kid you not, I think their ramen is better than Ichiran. You'll have soup option of light and thick, and each of them is just so tasty, but I prefer thick soup most. Their karage is also bomb. I would definitely recommend this place. 10 out of 10 for me. Afterwards, we walked for 200 meters to Starbucks of Meguro for some tiramisu dessert while enjoying fallen sakura by the Meguro River. And then we went back to our Airbnb in Akihabara. I woke up super late today, around 12 p.m. and my sister and mom has already gone. They had another shopping around Ginza while I'm in bed with my swollen ankle. It's painful for me to walk, but after compressing with cold ice and hanging my feet up for about 2 hours, I gained my ability to walk again slowly and am ready to enjoy my last day in Japan. I've been seeing this Tsujihan bowl restaurant in my TikTok FYP for a while now and decided to have breakfast there. I waited for 45 minutes in line and was finally assigned a seat on the bar. Everyone seated around the counter meant that all diners could see the food being prepared to some extent. The restaurant only have like 10 seats inside, so a line is expected. They only have one kind of menu, kaisendon, rice topped with an assortment of seafood sashimi. The kaisendon consists of a big amount of raw fish pieces on the bed of rice, or fatty tuna sashimi slices were also served with it, covered with a sesame sauce that had a nutty flavor and a hint of yuzu. After done with the seafood mix, I put the bowl with remaining rice on top of the counter. The chef then poured hot sea bream broth and then grated yuzu zest into it. Overall, I think this place is worth the hype, but I wouldn't bother to wait in line if it's more than 1 hour. Afterwards, I reunited with my romances, strolled around the Hombashi and Akihabara till 9 p.m.
It's actually really cold right now. I'm only wearing this one thin layer of a long sleeve shirt. Oh, it's 13 degrees. It's not that cold, but it definitely is very, very windy. But I'm actually really enjoying the weather. So yeah, it's great.
Suddenly, we got a call from our Indonesian hiking pals. They're currently in Tokyo too, so me and my sister went out again to get some drinks with them in izakaya. Fun facts, the four of us first met when we were hiking to Annapurna base camp in Nepal just a year ago, and this is the second time we met, happens to be in Tokyo. And guess what? Our house in Indonesia is like only 2 kilometers away, but we never encountered each other in Indo. Okay, afterwards we went back home to pack our bags and prepare ourselves for our morning flight tomorrow. It's 5 in the morning and we're checking out right now. This morning has been a roller coaster ride of emotion. Again, Google Maps provides wrong information, so we ended up stranded. Suddenly, a SkyTrain showed up and saved our asses, and luckily we were still able to catch our flight. This marks the end of my vlog. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope this entertains you or even help you on your next trip to Japan. See you in the next vlog.